All right, we are going to get started. Let's just go ahead and get a warm up. Go ahead, put your hands up overhead, reach towards that ceiling. We're lengthening that body, stretching. We are going to drop to the right, feel that stretch through that side body, back to center. Drop to the left, back to center, right, back to center, left, back to center. Go ahead and drop it over. You're allowing that upper body to relax, to hang. Feeling that through that back side. Go ahead and shift those hips a little bit side to side. Feeling that stretch. We're going to roll it up. Widen that stance. We are going to reach. We're sitting back into those hips. Reach. Slight rotation, slight twist. Good. Stay in that wide stance. Go ahead and drop it over again. You can have that soft bend through those legs. Good. We're going to roll it up. Step it in. We're going to take it into that walkout. Walk it out to high plank. We are going to bring that right foot forward. Reach and extend, opening up that chest. You can get some wrist circles at the top. Half circle back down, back to plank. Left foot steps forward. Open it up, reach and extend. Wrist circles at the top. Half circle back down, back to plank. One more each side. Getting those wrist circles, opening up that chest, looking through those fingertips. Back to high plank. Left foot. Open it up. Wrist circles. Back to high plank. Go ahead and take it into that downward dog. So we're pressing that chest, driving that chest to those knees. You can pedal it out. Good. Go ahead and drop to those knees. We're just going to take it into some cat-cows. Arch through that back. Drop. Look through. In that big arch. Looking through. Good. You can go and get some hip circles quick. And reverse. And stop. Go ahead and walk it back in. Stand it up. You can get some step out jacks, some marches. Well, I explain that format. So today's total body, we are doing 3 60-second exercises. We are going through that 3 times. You are going to need a set of dumbbells that are going to be right for a reverse lunge or like that renegade row. And then you're going to need one heavy dumbbell that's right for that goblet landmine. So first 60 seconds, you have 2 reverse lunges. So you're stepping it back. Reverse lunge right, reverse lunge left. Then you're going to step it out for a push-up. Step it in. Stand it back to those 2 reverse lunges. Then your second 60 seconds, you are down in that high plank. We have a renegade row, right to left. You can step or jump it in, stand it up to 2 curls. Then your last 60 seconds, you can swap out for that heavier dumbbell. We have 2 goblet squats. After those 2 goblets, we're dropping landmine. Pop it back up for 2 goblets. Starting with 2 reverse lunges to that step out push up. Ready? And go. So I would say middle range weight, 12 to 15 pounds is going to be right for most people. In this group, 2 reverse lunges, right side, left side. Then you're gonna step it out to plank. You can drop to your knees for that push-up if you need to drop to your knees. You're gonna pop it back in, step it into stand, back to those 2 reverse lunges. Good. So 2 lunges, step out to plank, push up, step it in, stand it, 2 reverse lunges. On that stand, make sure you're using those legs to lift that weight back to the top. You have 10 seconds. Then we're gonna step it out for those 2 renegade rows, jump it in for 2 curls, and switch. So now you're stepping it out, 2 renegade rows. So right to left. You're gonna step or jump it in, stand it to 2 bicep curls. Modification on this one, you can drop it over for 2 bent over rows, then you're standing for 2 curls. That's your modification. If you're not doing those renegade rows on that high plank, step it out, renegade row right to left, jump it in to stand, 2 curls. Making sure on that stand, you're not lifting through that back. You're driving up through those legs. Good. 5 seconds, we're switching to 1 dumbbell. And switch. 1 heavy dumbbell, 15 to 20 pounds is gonna be right for most of you. Feet are a little wider than shoulder width apart. 2 goblets. Then we're gonna drop that dumbbell to 1 landmine. Pop it back up to 2 goblets. 2 goblets, drop it over, 1 landmine. Pop it back up, 2 goblets, good. 30 seconds down. On that landmine, you're dropping, core staying pulled in. We are squeezing, pinching through those shoulder blades. Driving those elbows round and back. Release. Stand, curl the load to that dumbbell, back to those 2 goblets. Nice job. Eyes stay forward. And stop. Dumbbell down. Nice job. 15 seconds if you need a quick drink. Then we are back to the top to those 2 reverse lunges to that step out push up. All right, go ahead and load it up. If you need to adjust weight, go ahead and adjust those weights. Ready? And go. If you need to go heavier, go heavier. Find that challenge. Reverse lunge right. Reverse lunge left. Then you're gonna step it out to plank for that push-up. Again, you can drop to your knees for that push-up if you need to drop to your knees. Pop it back up to plank. Drop that butt for that stand. Back to those 2 reverse lunges. Step it out to push-up. Step it in. Making sure on those reverse lunges, you're keeping those feet about hip width apart on that step back. Good. 15 seconds. Keeping those eyes forward. You can have that slight hinge. 5 seconds. We just step it out to those 2 renegade rows to 2 curls and switch. So step it out to plank. 2 renegade rows. Right to left. Then we're gonna jump it in to stand to 2 curls. Then we're gonna step it out to plank. So you're stepping it out to plank for those renegade rows. Then you're jumping it into stand for those 2 curls. Good. Full extension on those curls. Bring them down, all the way up. 10 seconds. We're swapping out for that heavy dumbbell, heavier dumbbell, 2 goblets to that landmine in 3, 2, 1. Swap it out. Heavy dumbbell, feet are a little wider than shoulder width apart. We're dropping those elbows between those knees, 2 goblets. Then we're hinging over at those hips to 1 landmine. Stand it back up, curl it to that chest again for 2 goblets. Good. Keeping that core pulled in on that landmine. Slow and controlled on those goblets. Keep those eyes forward, get low. Good. You have 15 seconds to go. Squeeze. Nice job, 5 seconds. And stop, dumbbell down. Quick drink if you need one. About 15 seconds off, and then we are right back to the top for our 3rd and final round, starting with those 2 reverse lunges. Ready? Load it up and go. 2 reverse lunges, stepping out to that push-up. So you're gonna drop it, step it out. Again, you can drop to those knees for that push-up. Step it in, lower that butt to stand. Back to those 2 reverse lunges. 30 seconds down, you have 30 seconds to go. Good. Nice job. Squat it, step it out to push up, step it in, drop that butt to stand. Use those legs to stand it up. Don't lift through that back. 10 seconds. From here, we're stepping it out to plank, going those 2 renegade rows, jumping it into 2 curls and switch. So stepping it out to plank. This time we're going those 2 rows at the bottom. Then we're going to jump it or step it in, stand it to 2 bicep curls. Back to high plank, 2 rows. Jump it in to 2 curls. Modification again is those 2 bent over rows to those 2 curls. 15 seconds. From here, we're going into those 2 goblets. Then we're going to drop for that landmine. In 5 seconds, we're swapping out for that heavier dumbbell. And switch. Load it up. 2 goblet squats. From those 2 goblets, you're dropping that dumbbell, popping it over to 1 landmine. Then you're going to curl it back to that chest. 2 goblets. We're getting low. We're dropping those elbows between those knees. 1 landmine. Curl it. 2 goblets. Good. 30 seconds down. You have 30 seconds to go. Stay on it. Find that squeeze on that landmine. Curl it, slow and controlled on those goblets. Feet are a little wider than shoulder width apart. Those elbows are dropping between those knees. And stop. Nice work. Dumbbell down. All right, we are going to a 3-minute group. It's going to be 40, 20, 30, 30, 20, 40. You have 2 exercises. So first one, you have a shuffle to pivot punch. So you're just shuffling, pivot punch. Okay, second exercise, you have 2 jump ropes to an alternating side kick. So it's 1, 2, side kick, 1, 2, side kick. All right, so starting with that pivot punch for 40 seconds. Ready? And go. Shuffle, pivot, punch. So you're shuffling, pivot, punch. Shuffle, pivot, punch. Utilizing whatever space you have. If you can get 2 shuffles in, get 2 shuffles in. Shuffle, pivot, punch. 40 seconds. Nice job. Pivot, punch. You have 10 seconds to go. Then we have 20 seconds of those 2 jump ropes to that alternating side kick. In 3, 2, 1, 2 jump ropes. 1, 2, side kick. 1, 2, side kick. You're just alternating that side kick. You're getting those 2 jump ropes in the middle. You have 20 seconds. Then we're back to the 30-30 group. Starting with those shuffles to pivot, punch, and switch. 30 seconds on those shuffles. Pivot, punch, shuffle, pivot, punch, shuffle, pivot, punch. Nice job. Have force behind that punch. Engage that core on that pivot. 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, 2 jump ropes. Side kick, 2 jump ropes. Kick it. Modification. You can just come up to those toes for those jump ropes. Lean into that side kick. 10 seconds. And we are back for our final minute, starting with 20 seconds of those shuffles to pivot, punch, and switch. Shuffle it. Pivot, punch. Shuffle. Pivot, punch. Good. Drive that heart rate up. 5 seconds. We're going into those 2 jump ropes. And switch. 40 seconds to finish out. 2 jump ropes. Alternating kick. Lean into it. Kick it. Jump ropes. Kick. Good. You have 40 seconds of work. You've already knocked out 20 seconds. Stay on it. 2 jump ropes. Kick. Good. Some of you are taking down a door with those punches or those kicks. Nice job, you guys. 3, 2, 1, and stop. Great job. Go ahead and grab a drink. We are going back to 3 60-second exercises. So we are going to start. We have 2 over the fence. So you're going to drop for 2 over the fence. Once you get those 2 over the fence, you're going to curl it. We have an Arnold press right, Arnold press left. Lowering back to those 2 over the fence, okay? Then our second exercise, you're dropping to the floor. We have 2 chest flies to 2 skull crushers. So we're opening up 2 chest flies. Once you get 2, then we're dropping for 2 skull crushers. Then your last one, we are doing a burpee. So we're in that open leg squat. So we're gonna pop it in, that open leg squat. We have 2 hammer curls in that open leg squat. Back to that burpee. You're gonna come up into that open leg squat for 2 curls. So starting with those 2 over the fence to that alternating Arnold press. Ready? And go. Slow and controlled on those over the fence. Dropping for 2. 1, 2. Then at the top, you're gonna curl it. Those wrists are facing you. We press up and away for those 2 Arnold press. Then we're gonna rotate those wrists back to that next over the fence. So soft bend through those knees. Core is staying pulled in. Shoulder blades are slightly pinched. Really focusing on that back side for that over the fence. Then you curl it, press right, press left. Lots of rotation through this one. You're gonna rotate, then you're gonna rotate through that Arnold press. From here, we're down to the floor and switch. Moving it down to the floor, quick transition. You have 2 flies. So open it up, 2 chest flies. Keeping that lower back pressed into the mat. Once you get those 2 flies, you're dropping it for 2 skull crushers. Squeeze through those triceps. 2 chest flies to 2 skull crushers. So we're getting into that chest. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze all the way to the top for those flies. Then we're dropping at that elbow joint, getting into that tricep, squeezing through those skull crushers. Back to those flies. Good. You have 10 seconds. Then we're going to roll it over. We are going into that burpee, but we're jumping into that open leg squat for those 2 hammer curls and switch. So those legs come out, they come in, they're wide. 2 hammer curls in that open leg squat position. Lowering it back down, jump out to plank, jump in. Those legs stay wide on that in, opening up, getting into those inner thighs. Jump out, jump in. So you can find your space on the out of that plank. Then you're jumping in, finding that open leg squat, getting those 2 curls. Good. Nice job, you guys. 10 seconds. That burpee can feel delayed. Find that space in that plank position. Then you're jumping it in and stop. Dumbbells down. Nice job. Quick drink if you need one. We are back to those 2 over the fence to that curl. Arnold press right, left. Ready? And go. So 2 over the fence. Slow and controlled on that over the fence. Soft bend through those legs. Core stays pulled in. Pinch through that shoulder blades. You're going to rotate through that curl. Then we're going to rotate through that Arnold press. Right side, left side. We're going to wrist rotate back to that next over the fence for 2. Good. Slow and controlled. Curl. Arnold press right. Arnold press left, keeping that core pulled in. Wrist rotation. Back to those 2 over the fence. From here, you're going to drop to the floor. We're going into those 2 flies to 2 skull crushers in 5 seconds. And switch. You are down. Dumbbells up, soft bend through those arms for those flies. You're opening up, keeping those elbows bent, not locked out. 2 flies. Then we're dropping at that elbow joint for 2 skull crushers. Squeeze. Back to those 2 flies. Good. 2 flies to 2 skull crushers. Fighting through those reps for 60 seconds. Squeezing, opening it up, thinking about hugging a tree on that fly. You are squeezing through those chest muscles as you bring those dumbbells back to the top. Then you're dropping at that elbow joint, getting into those triceps for 2 skull crushers. From here, you're going to roll it over, jump it into that first burpee, and switch. So you can roll it over, come to stand, or jumping it out. Wide stance. 2 hammer curls. Then we're going to drop it back over, out to plank. Find that plank. Jump it back in. Bring that upper body up for those 2 curls, keeping those legs open in that open leg stance. Good, 30 seconds. If you need to step out to plank, step out to plank. You can have that 1-2 hold in that plank. Find your space within it, then you're jumping it back in. You have 10 seconds. Nice job. And stop. Great job, you guys. Go ahead and grab a drink. We're in our final round of this group. Starting with those 2 over the fence, curl to Arnold press. Go ahead and load it up. Ready? And go. 2 over the fence. Curl it to alternating Arnold press. Soft bend through those legs. Slight pinch through those shoulder blades. That belly button is staying pulled in. Lots of things to focus on. Curl it. Arnold press right. Press and rotate. Then we're going to rotate through those wrists again. Back to those 2 over the fence. You've already knocked out 30 seconds. Curl, Arnold press right, Arnold press left. Good. Rotate back to those 2 over the fence. Nice job. You have 10 seconds. Then we're moving down to the floor for those 2 flies to 2 skull crushers. And switch. You are down on that back. 2 flies, chest flies. So you're opening up, squeeze on that back. Soft bend through those arms, open that up, squeeze through those chest muscles, open it, squeeze. Then you're gonna drop at that elbow joint for 2 skull crushers. 2 flies, 2 skull crushers, getting into that chest, then getting into those triceps. Great job. We have 20 seconds to go. From here, you're going to take it into that burpee to open leg squat, 2 hammer curls. And switch. Burpee, open leg squat. So making sure you find that plank. So you're dropping, find that plank. Jump it in, 2 hammer curls in that open leg squat position. Pop it open, jump it out, find plank. Pop it in, stand it, 2 curls. Get into those inner thighs. You have 30 seconds down, you have 30 seconds to go. Good. Keep that core engaged. Draw that belly button in on that jump out. 10 seconds. Great job. Way to hold it in that plank for 2. Jumping it in. 2 hammer curls. And stop. Nice job. Dumbbells down. All right, we're going to cut it to 2 minutes. So we'll just do 40, 20, 20, 40. So our 40 seconds, arms are going to be out. We have those puncher kicks for 40 seconds. Then our 20 seconds, we have an X jump punch. So you're just punching it with that X jump. Then we'll go 20, 40. So 2 minutes to finish out, starting with those puncher kicks, and go. Arms are straight out. Reaching that arm across, finding that toe. Puncher kicks for 40 seconds. Then we go those X jump punches for 20. Then we're back for those puncher kicks for 20. X jump punches for 40. Nice job. 2 minutes of work left. You have 30 seconds down, 10 seconds to go. Keep those punter kicks coming. Kick it. Kick. Good. And switch. So you're doing that X jump, but you're getting that punch instead of that touch. So punching it to the floor, modification. Step it open and get that punch. Step it open, punch. Good. 20 seconds, we're back to those punter kicks. And switch, back to those punter kicks. You're here for 20. And then we're finishing out with those X jump punches for 40. Nice job. Core stays engaged. And switch. X jump punch. 40 seconds. Big push. You got this. Punch it. Punch. Again, stay in it. You can be right there to modify. Otherwise, you're opening up with those punches. 20 seconds to go. You got this. Big push to finish out. Ten seconds. Stay on it. And stop. Great job, you guys. That is it for total body today. If you were staying on for non-impact, I'm just going to get that video switched. Have a great day. See ya.